All right, I've been debating for the longest whether I'm gonna put this wallpaper up in here or put it on the bookcase. And I also been debating if I was gonna hang it vertically or horizontally. I went to the mall and I walked past the Bulgari store and they have a similar wallpaper. It doesn't have that shiny sheen to it, but it's similar in print and it's actually textured. And they hung it horizontally. The next question is, how easy is this going to be to hang? Let's see. This wallpaper took me about an hour to install, and that was mainly because I was trying to show my step-by-step process. So starting with the first step, I like to lay my wallpaper out and I like to cut it in half because the shorter the pieces are, the easier they are to work with. And you're also going to see that even when you cut the pieces, you still may run into problems. But this is the first step for me. Now you make sure you have your handy dandy squeegee and a good box cutter. Position the wallpaper where you would like to place it on the wall. And then I like to use a push pin almost as a second pair of hands so that I can start removing the adhesive side and applying it without any issues. I don't like when the wallpaper starts to fall down and it kind of messes with the placement of the wallpaper. So use a push pin and go down in a diagonal motion first, and you'll start to see some bubbles. Smooth those out before you continue, and you should not have a problem. As you can see, the wallpaper went on seamlessly here. Now, because of the pattern that I used, it is very easily camouflaged, and so you don't have to worry about any errors really showing up. The one thing I want to emphasize right here is make sure you overlap your wallpaper, okay? Very important, because this wallpaper will shrink over time and it will show a gap, and if you have a white wall showing, that's not going to look good. Now here is an example of when you don't do the push pin, you start to run into problems, and I left this footage in for the demonstration of that. Now see, I'm taking this whole thing off. Major no. Do as I did before. Oh, and what do you think about this wallpaper? Do you think it complements the rug, floor, and the art piece? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know your opinion, because I know y'all got style on this channel. I'll be peeping the comments. And do you see the struggle? So yes, do like I did the first strip. Do not mess around and find out, because this took about 30 minutes of that hour to fix. But I just wanted to show you the difference and let you see how method 1 is simple and method 2 will make you just scrap the whole project altogether. And here's my next tip. I like to just roll my wallpaper right over the outlet and then cut it out on all 3 sides. And then I'll go back in and remove the plate. But yeah, this is a lot easier for me. Now you could use some leftover wallpaper and cover the faceplate, which will give you more of a camouflage look, but then you will run into the issue of having those white pieces show, and I really don't like that, so I just left it white. I put double-sided stick tape on this side, and sometimes I also use push pins, like a few times, not crazy. You know, I don't want to put a whole bunch of holes in the wall. But you see how this lines up perfectly. Like you cannot tell. This is the part that I did already. Overlapping is the key. That's why cutting these into smaller pieces makes all the difference. And then when you pull it off in really small sections, about this much at a time. Start in the middle, smooth about this much, and then go up, smooth the same amount, and then go down, smooth the same amount. Come back, smooth about this much, and then same top and bottom. That's how you get rid of the bubbles. Notice this is flat now. It was off the chain, but I forgot because I haven't done wallpaper in a while, but that is my technique. Now I'm going to show you an example. Just watch my hands. I'm starting in the middle, then I go to the top, and then I go to the bottom. Middle, top, bottom. And that is how you can literally install wallpaper flawlessly in under an hour. And then once I get close to the push pin, I just go ahead and remove it. And when you step back, you may still see a few bubbles. Just go ahead and smooth those out, and then grab a end like a needle, a threading needle pen, put some holes in the wallpaper and smooth it out, and the air will come out with no problem. Okay, now this is funny. I have this little piece right here, and then I also put a little hole in the wallpaper. So you know what I'm gonna do, right? This is actually too far away from the desk, or if I wanted to put anything there, it's a little too small. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the picture down. Here's another example where I tried to do it without using the push pin method, and although I was able to eventually secure it to the wall, it still took a while. I'm telling you, the push pin is the hack. It's super simple, but it acts as a second pair of hands, and you don't have to worry about, is it going to line up, or am I going to pull off too much of the backing at once? It just really helps you guide the installation process a lot easier. Next, I'm going to remove the pill and stick from the back of this bookcase. If you've been following me for a while, then you would know I used to have a black wall in my other apartment, and I wanted the bookcase to kind of have a built-in look. So I added the black contact paper to the back of my bookcases and did just that. It really looked like it was a seamless built-in bookcase, all because it matched the wall. Now this wallpaper is from Target. The rug is as well. And if you are interested, go ahead and check out the description box and the pinned comment, because I will have the link there. And I want to make sure that you know that it's okay if you don't have a seamless transition from the bottom or from the top. Just use some leftover wallpaper. I love dealing with texture and like really abstract wallpaper because you can cover it up very easily and then just trim the excess. And here's another hack. When I trim off my excess wallpaper, I like to extend my box cutter all the way out and it gives me surgeon-like precision. So go ahead and try that as well. Here's an example of covering the faceplate. Now, this didn't work because I did not cover the faceplate in the same direction as the wallpaper. Notice the faceplate has the wallpaper going vertically instead of horizontally. But also, as you can see, when I create the holes, the piece that is going to stick out will be white. So that kind of defeats the purpose. Now, if you want to cover your faceplate, then I would recommend you picking up one from Amazon that covers both of the outlets. Those are the white parts. It covers the whole thing. That would give you the seamless look. Okay, so here is the final result. We went from all white walls and all white bookcases to adding some warmth into the space. I am naturally a boho girl, and I always like to add a little boho into any design. Okay, now that you can kind of see the theme that I'm going for, do you like the black and white and the green and pink theme that I am trying to showcase in the books? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want more peel and stick ideas, tips, and hacks, watch this video right here.